is the month of November, so guess what? That means it's time to share with you all the fragrance tray or the fragrances I'm excited to wear for the month. You know we do this here in the fragrance community. I have 7 fragrances, so let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. These are Maria. Yes, we're doing the fragrances I'm excited to wear for the month of November 2024, aka the November fragrance tray. I'm excited. We have a mix of old and new, many new releases as well as fragrances that have been out for years. But most importantly, these are the ones that were just jumping out to me in my collection saying, wear me, please wear me this month. So as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I'm doing a peachy pink, more so peach though. Brownie nude to some people, and this is MAC Kinda Sexy lipstick. You all have seen it here on the channel a million times. As always, beauty details and everything on my face, as well as all the fragrances discussed, will be in the description box below, so you don't have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and I'm wearing a sample today from the House of Guerlain, and this is from their L'Art Material line, and this is the Iris Torrefi fragrance. This one is not talked about at all, an unsung hero out of the collection, and I gotta say, it's giving a signature scent for cold weather, and I'm here for it. And plus, you all know I love a good iris note. But again, fragrance of the day is from the House of Guerlain right here. Not sure if I showed you out the box. Iris Torrefi is the fragrance of the day. And now let's get into the fragrances I'm excited to wear for the month of November. Gotta start out with an oldie but goodie. This right here is from the House of Tom Ford, and some would even argue that this is the best fragrance from Tom Ford. You know, we'll see. Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, you all. We gotta talk about it. We are wearing it. I recently played in it and reached for another video. For designers, I'm excited to wear for fall and things. And let me tell you, this is so good. Not new to my collection at all. I've had it for a few years now, but this is so good and it gets better as each passing year goes by. So you all, we have top notes of tobacco leaf and spicy notes. Then in the middle, we have vanilla, cacao, and we also have tonka bean and tobacco blossom. And then in the base, you all, we have dried fruits and woody notes in here too. Woody, chai, spices, but creamy vanilla at the same time. This is a fragrance that when I first smelled it, I thought it was more masculine, but as my nose matured, this is 100% unisex. Ladies, this one is a vanilla that has personality, and a vanilla you don't smell every day at all. The tobacco gives it a unique approach, and for that reason, I like this one. It just smells like the holidays, but it's still giving bougie cousin that's come home at the same time, but you still want to smell like vanilla. Still approachable, but not too approachable. It's still giving wealth. It's that. So tobacco vanille, it's mysterious, it's a good time. It can go from the family gathering as well as to the after party somewhere across town. It can give you that. So Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, we are rocking it out for the month of November. Now this next fragrance, I told you I would be on this list for this month because when I smelled it again, when I was doing my Sol de Janeiro Cheiroso number 62 video, watch that review if you haven't already. I said, y'all, this one, we gotta bring her out for fall, particularly for November. It's giving holiday to me. Navus Parfums Baklava Royale. This right here is amazing. Of course, it's one of those, it did well when it came out. A lot of us were interested in it. We talked about it. This one was hyped up. And I will say, for good reason, I did a sampling series video on Navus Parfums, and I told you all this one was my favorite one out of that group that I sampled. I sampled like 10, 11, 12, something like that. It was a lot of fragrances. And Baklava Royale was the one I told y'all I deemed full bottle worthy. And I did just that. When it restocked, I ordered a bottle of it. So let's get into the notes. We have top notes of orange blossom and Italian bergamot. Then in the middle we have honey, pistachio, and then we have grilled almonds in here. And then in the base you all, we have amberwood, we have Madagascar vanilla, and Brazilian tonka bean. The main thing you're gonna get out of this, the honey, the orange blossom, and the pistachio and the almonds to me. So that's mainly what I get. So you gotta like a more nuttier but also sweet type of fragrance. It's meant to smell like a dessert, and I 100% agree with that. That's why I think Baklava Royale will be excellent in November because again, Thanksgiving is this time of year, and my family, we have like a whole bunch of cakes. We have a whole table just for cakes and desserts alone. Y'all know I'm Southern, so you know, we don't play by sugar. But yes, Navus Parfums Baklava Royale, we are wearing her in the month of November for sure. Now this next fragrance, I've been talking about it so much ever since I had a redemption arc with it, and we're talking about from the House of Xerjoff Casamarati to be exact. Lyra, we are wearing Lyra this month because Lyra is so good. I finally see the vision on Lyra. I told you all when I sampled it a year ago, I was like, it's okay, it's cute, it wasn't giving. Y'all, that sample got better and stronger, and the next thing you know, the full bottle showed up. Y'all saw it in my October haul video, so you know. Lyra was definitely getting worn for sure. I mean, you've seen it in my weekly roundups of what I've worn, so me and Lyra are having a moment, so you know, we're just gonna keep the energy going in November. Lyra has notes of blood orange, lavender flowers, and bergamot. Then it also has rose, jasmine, and cinnamon, and then the base we have musk, vanilla, and caramel. This is divine, you all. It's the blood orange for me with the caramel. Because one thing about Xerjoff and how they do caramel to me, it's never too much. It's never overpowering. In fact, they do the caramel in a way it helps to blend the fragrance together, and that is no exception to the rule with Lyra. As you all see, I have the 100ml size bottle, so you know it's real. This scent is so good, and I've been excited about it, been playing it ever since it arrived in the mail. And most importantly, we are wearing it in the month of November because Lyra deserves all the hype. She deserves her flowers, and I'm gonna give it to her. So that again is Xerjoff's Casa Marati's Lyra. Okay, so now, okay, we got the thick vanillas, the gourmands and things going on. We did all that. However, there's some days you kind of want to smell a little bit fresh, still with a slight edibleness, but you still want to smell fresh and floral, but unique at the same time. So that is why I put this next one on there, and this is an unsung hero for sure. From the house of Killian, you all. Killian's Woman in Gold. I do not talk about this one very often, but the times I do talk about it, I would tell y'all a million times over, Woman in Gold ain't talked about enough for me. So let's talk about it. In fact, I had to spray something out because it's been a minute since I pulled her out. This is so pretty. There's a citrus aspect to this fragrance, and that's why I put it on this list, just to break it up. So you all, we have top notes of bergamot, mandarin orange, and aldehyde. So that's where that brightness I was talking about was coming from. In the middle, we have vanilla absolute, rose, geranium, freesia, and marshmallow. And then in the base, you all, we have vanilla, akigaya wood, tonka bean, patchouli, and musk. So yes, it is a bright and happy fragrance. However, did you notice those base notes? All of the base notes in this are heavy hitting. This is a scent that hugs the skin. It's a bright and happy scent that because of those base notes, again, the akigaya wood and things, it sings in cold weather. And the tonka bean in it too, it just gives it a different personality. This is one, again, not talked about enough. It does not smell like anything else to me in my collection, but in my opinion, it's a citrus aldehydic fragrance that holds its weight and holds its own in the fall cold weather season. So that is why we are wearing Killian's Woman in Gold. I just want to spend some more time with her because I've had it for over a year and she just needs some more love, and I'm digging her. So that's why we're gonna do Killian's Woman in Gold. Now this next fragrance, you all have seen me talk about it because it's a new release. In fact, it was in my previous month's haul video. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. Burberry Goddess Intense. Yes, this fragrance that I did a whole 180 on. Yes, I now enjoy you. I now enjoy you. It's the whole thing. And I'm getting to know you more. You are a recent addition to the collection. So let's talk about it. Burberry Goddess Intense has notes of lavender, vanilla, vanilla absolute, bourbon vanilla, and vanilla caviar. Yes, 4 versions of vanilla. And then in the base, you all, we have is patchouli. So are the notes super duper complex? No. However, this fragrance was appropriately named an intense version, especially when compared to its original version that I already did a review on. This one is stronger and louder. It projects. And let me tell you something. I first opened it and sprayed it and just let it sit on my scent strip overnight. Let me tell you something. It was just as loud the next day. So this is one I don't think performance is an issue on. I've already worn it and it gave. It did what it needed to do. And this is one that warms up and meshes well with the body chemistry. Not so much on paper, because on paper it was giving dirt a little bit. But on skin, the vanilla came through. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. So that's why I did get a full size bottle of it, as y'all can see. So that is why we are excited to rock out with Burberry Goddess Intense, because it's a new release and it is new to my collection. And I just want to spend some more time with it. So, you know, I will be doing a review on it. Okay, stay tuned for that. And that again is Burberry Goddess, the Intense version. Now this next fragrance, I was like, you know what? We need to add a fruity scent on here. Not just any type of fruit. We need to add cherry to this list because I'm like, I have cherry fragrances, I said, but I need to give them some love. And then I remembered I had just the one that I purchased when it was hot, but I said, oh, I want it so I could have it in time for the fall. And so for November, you all, we are doing Initio Parfums Narcotic Delight. Yes, I know you all probably forgot I even had this one. I almost forgot I had it. I had to dig it out. It was at the back. It was at the back of the Initio line. I'm just, yeah. I was like, oh, we need to wear her. It's kind of one of those things like when you look at something and I saw one of my mutuals talking about it, I was like, wait a minute. I have this fragrance. Again, it was at the back. Narcotic Delight, you all. So let's talk about it. I've even sprayed it out too because I needed to refresh my nose on it. And yeah, we're definitely wearing her for November. So Initio Parfums Narcotic Delight. We have notes of cherry, cognac, vanilla, black and pink pepper, tobacco, and hedione. This is one of those fragrances that I had to remember. I don't like the opening of it. I love the dry down though, because of the pepper. Like the pepper hits my nose first, and then I eventually get the cherry and the hedione and the tobacco and all that. So I'm like, okay, this is definitely a grown folks approach to cherry. Like the cherry note isn't the most prominent in this fragrance. So I like that about it because of the fact it's a boozy cherry and also slightly spiced cherry. So it's grown folks cherry is what it is. And I said, you know what? I put it away. It was way too hot. It was 100 degrees when I first purchased this fragrance. But now it is fall time. Okay. I actually had to put a hoodie on the other day. So I said, you know what? Narcotic Delight, it's your time to shine. So we're gonna wear her. And that again is Initial Parfums Narcotic Delight. And then this last fragrance, this is one I've been waiting on it to get cooler so I could pull it back out, you all. This is from the house of Xerjoff, and this is Viaca 1. I've had it in my collection for months now. I had a sample of, and I told y'all I loved it. It got upgraded to a full-size bottle. But now it's time to pull her back out. Viaca 1. So it has top notes, y'all, of quince and white peach. And then in the middle, there's absolute rose and dark chocolate. And then in the base, there's caramel and vanilla. Y'all, this right here is sexy. Sexy, because the quince in here with the dark chocolate and the vanilla, the caramel. I've only worn this at night, and I only wore this when I'm going out with the head elf. It's just one of those type of fragrances to me. And in my opinion, I'm like, okay, November is a time of outings and events too. We start having festivals again. People start being off, you know, for the holidays and things. So you kind of want a scent that matches their energy, and it also gives date night at the same time. So this one I would designate as, say, like the special occasion fragrance out of the group for the month of November. So Viaca 1, I'm excited to play in her and wear her, because she's one of the Xerjoffs that became available in the United States, I want to say earlier this year, but it wasn't always available. So this one used to be like special limited edition. And I remember when I finally got my nose on it, I was like, oh, I see why. Viaca 1 is so good. She's so good. I need to rank my Xerjoff fragrances because I have a lot of them, and it's a house that's very consistent for me. I'm excited about that. Let me know if y'all want to see a Xerjoff fragrance ranking video. I'll definitely do it if y'all want to see it. Alas, Viaca 1 rounds out this list of fragrances I'm excited to wear for November. So all right, everyone, let me know what you think about my fragrance tray for the month. Do you agree with it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? More importantly, what are you planning to wear in the month of November? Drop it in the comments below. Are you excited about it? Is it actually cold where you are? Is it still hot? Let me know that too, because I recognize it has taken a little bit longer for fall weather to hit certain places. So I recognize some of us may still be in our summer scents. You know, that's the thing. So let me know what you think. And yes, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.